I once watched this documentary about animals as a child. It strangely affected me and remains in my mind still. This one scene depicted the bond between a tigress and her cub. We followed the relationship from the moment of birth, and I distinctly recall the sweet and loving nature of the mother. The cub, like babies of all creatures, was an extended part of its mother and followed her every shadow. But despite their strong bond, the inevitable loomed. The cub grew older, bigger, and less dependent on her. Tigers are solitary predators, without bonds to siblings, fathers, or mothers. This cub neared the point of departure. He grew older and stronger, and soon rivaled his mother's size. It appeared that he no longer needed her to survive. One morning, the tigress rose and looked far into the distance. Her cub slept beside her. She looked him over and then walked away on some grassy path. The cub woke up and searched with visible worry. He couldn't find her. He caught her scent and then ran after her, perhaps thinking she had forgotten to wake him. He strolled beside her, but she ignored him. Confused, he nibbled her leg. She sneered her teeth in his face. He stared with apprehension. Playing cute, he ran and lay before her. He wiggled his body from side to side on the dirt, much like a silly house cat demanding pets. The narrator explained that this moment is an important marker for growth. If the mother responds with affection, either by grooming the cub or touching him at all, she has accepted his company for a longer time. But if she ignores him, it is time for them to go their separate ways. I watched this moment with hope and anticipation. The tigress, however, indifferent to her son's affections, walked around him and then vanished into the shrubs. The cub lay blankly in the path. He stared into the shrub and then stood and walked his own other way. They would never meet again, except as strangers by the lake. I remember a deep pain in my heart and a desire to cry in my mother's arms. Why did this scene affect me so much as a child? Why does it still cause me sadness? I was much older when I realized the significance of my projection. Only then could I more clearly see the parallels between us and them. It stands to reason that, like most developments of the natural world, human development is often sensitive, emotional, and melancholic. Indeed, no matter which theory I discuss in this text, human development is ultimately about losing something childish and then surviving as someone hardly bigger. And much like the story of the tigress and her cub, our growth is measured by those sentimental moments that include people and places. And there comes a moment in every life that we stare into the depths of darkness, much like the cub, wishing for someone to help us through. It is in these moments that the integrity of growth appears, and by which we measure independence.